Hello everyone, Moosity here again. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Sorry, I had to. Um, but anyways, it is Wednesday. How's it going, everybody? I hope your day's been well. Oh, sorry, I have a candle burning right next to me, and it is going crazy right now. It is going wild. I wish you guys could see this chat. It's going crazy right now. But anyways, yeah, happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope your day went well, that you've been having fun, whether you had to go to work, got to relax a bit, whatever you were doing, I hope you had some fun. I know I definitely did at work. Well, as much fun as work can be, considering it is, work. Uh, but yeah, hope you guys are good. I've been good. I'm excited to get back into some Ace Attorney. I think we left off right around the case when the trial started. So I'm excited to see and kind of go through memory lane because I played all these games before, but I do like going through it with you guys and seeing what you have to say about it because not everyone has seen this series before. So it's nice to have new eyes on it. That's all I want with this series, get it out there because it deserves way more love than it has right now. But yeah. Yep, get cozy, get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, whatever you want, and we're gonna dive right into the game. Alright, so should have that set up there. Let me know that you guys can hear and everything's alright on your end. I believe so. Alright guys, September 7th, 10 a.m. We're at court. We're in trial. There he is, Mr. Edgeworth. Court is now in session. The trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. In what way, Phoenix? In what way are we talking about that he'll be on you? Anyways, I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Phoenix, whoa, well, we're in court right now, dude, chill. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Should I give him a British accent? Hold on, Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. Oh, goodness, I have to think of like a posh British accent for Miles Edgeworth. I don't know how to do it right now, though. Goodness. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Yo, my man Gumshoe, look at him. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please, describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Alright, so we have the floor plans of the Fangco law offices, which, you know, where Phoenix used to work, so I think he'd know a lot about that. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Meyer-Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence you did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Why is this game... This game's always making those kind of jokes. Alright, her arrest. Let's hear it, Gumshoe. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Meyer-Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Meyer-Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Meyer-Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Sorry, hold on. Hey, Meyer just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Cool, so Mia's just flying by the seat of her pants. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. I don't remember that happening. Like, I mean, it's been a long time since I played the first trilogy and like the first game especially, but I didn't remember Maya just throwing a piece of paper at him and just being like, hey, lie. Is something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright, let's get him. Alright, I'm not reading it again because I already read it. Alright, so that doesn't seem to be a problem. He rushed to the scene as the phone call came in. Yep, and there were 2 people. There was, actually, we have to press him on everything, so... Hold on. Alright, let's press him. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. That didn't do jack anything. Alright, there were 2 people there already. Hold it! Go. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found in the scene. Yes, sir. Alright, we got prosecutor. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. Dang, he just read you guys for a pill. You 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. Phoenix. She is pretty unmistakable. Okay, yeah, like you're not. Alright, buddy. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. No, I'm gonna press everything. I'll immediately arrest Miss Marfay. Hold it! Why's that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you had arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Bruh. They all just ganged up on him. Poor Gumshoe. They're all just like, yeah, you said that. Yep. You dug yourself one there, buddy. Truly rest in peace. Alright. Sorry, enough rambling. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May ain't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, yeah, she is, actually. Yeah, well, I guess she is pink. She is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. I was thinking hard. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, this one's called Hard Evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own 2 eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Meyer was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. It's gotta be down here. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? What? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Judge got peeved. He was like, dang. Leave Gumshoe alone. He's a little forgetful, okay? He can't help it. Look at him. Alright. So I guess we should just press again? Hold it! And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Alright, so the Hey man, Gumshoe's doing his best. He's a little stupid, but we love him. He always, he tries his best, even though technically right now he's against us, which is no bueno. But I know he gets I have hindsight. It's 2020. I'll tell you. Just wait. He gets better. I mean, he's still dumb, but he gets better as a character. Just because he found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? Guys, what should we pick? Who should we pick did it? The killer, Miss May, or I did? I know which one we should pick, but low-key I did. It's kind of funny. He's just like, yeah, I did it. Did okay. It could have been me. What? So it was you. No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Objection! Hold on. So, you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Alright, basically we just got read for filth, essentially. There was no, because sometimes it'll take down your health bar if you do stupid stuff like that. Because there's obviously wrong answers. So if you pick those, sometimes it'll take down your health bar, but we were safe that time, except for just Edgeworth calling us an idiot. Which, he does that a lot anyways. Even when you do the right things, he'll still call you an idiot. Oh, hold on. Make sure I'm still doing it right. Okay, it's still doing okay. My computer, my screen is kind of, my screen's doing something weird, but it looks like that's all that matters. Alright. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, that's all that matters. Oh, alright. Okay, so Maya. Hold it! Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Hold it! What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well... I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the, goblins, hobgobber, hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Hey guys, what type is your, hermogoblin type is your blood, guys? My hermogoblin type is, I think it's A. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? Oh no! I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh man, he's gonna have to eat noodles for the rest of his life. He just got noted. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Alright, let's see. Slow down on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha, nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Alright, victim wrote killer's name.
Hold it!
Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No. Don't you find it a little odd the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Yeah, I love when they slam to death, they just go. Like, it's like, bro, you don't gotta be doing all that. See, the people in the gallery agree. They're like, bro. Alright. Down here. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right! What he said! That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it! Alright guys, so what are we thinking? If you guys remember from earlier, or from last stream, what should we check? We have evidence. We can do tab. So let's look at the evidence. Her time of death was at 9 p.m. She had blunt force trauma, and the death was instantaneous. That seems kind of weird. If it's instant, I don't think she could write a note. What do you guys think? I don't think the phone has anything to do with this, personally. Neither the glass shards. Or the thinker. I mean, the wiretap probably caught what happened if that's what happened. And that's the thing that Mia wrote on, supposedly. And that's the floor plans. So, I'm thinking it's the autopsy report. So, let's go. Alright. Alright, I think we ought to present this because it doesn't make much sense if she wrote that when she died immediately, so let's present it.
Objection!
We got it right, guys. Okay, so here's a little tidbit for y'all. When you get something right in the Ace Attorney franchise, the music in the background that you hear throughout the case, that, like, you know, the cross-examination music we were just hearing, it'll stop. So you won't hear that anymore. As soon as you get the right answer, and they like, normally the defense attorney you're playing as will say, like, objection, or hold it, or something like that, a sound bite, the music will stop. So if I get it wrong, you'll hear the music keep playing, and then there's often dialogue to be like, what are you talking about? That's not correct, blah, blah, blah. So, we got it right, guys. Alright. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. He got him, he said no butt. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy? Oh, I know what's gonna happen. I forgot about this. Okay, coming up is one of the biggest memes in the Ace Attorney community. I forgot it happened in this case. Just wait, okay. But when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I forgot. No, I genuinely kind of do forget. I'm pretty sure it was the day after the murder, because, on the night of the murder, him and Maya got taken into the clink to get questioned, so, I'm gonna say it was the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... Oh, you smug little... Oh. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate, due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! I completely forgot, so. In the Ace Attorney community, there's a meme that goes around because of that, where it's like anything, and then they'll be like, oh, that was outdated. Like, it's Edgeworth's, like, biggest meme, because everyone obviously has played the first game, so. That's, like, one of the things about Edgeworth everyone remembers about it, because he just, like, knocks your case off, because you were getting so far, and then he's just like, actually, like, he puts on his glasses, he's like, actually, that's outdated. Like, brother, you're kidding me. Chat, ban Edgeworth. We're banning Edgeworth, guys. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. He did. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Guys, what should we say? Should we say you're a sham, Edgeworth? The detective's a sham. Or I'm a sham. What should we say? Call yourself a sham, okay. Detective Gumshoe! Was I a fool to trust you in your report? Huh? Me? I wasn't. Huh? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. This just keeps going back to us dunking on Gumshoe. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. That is the second time he's threatened Gumshoe during this court trial. He's just like, yeah, no. You're going to get your money down the drain. What? But, Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Alright, so we have the updated autopsy report of Mia's death, because Edgeworth just has to be right. Well, Your Honor. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion. Yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh, I think we know we know which girl this is. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She's not. Oh, you know she's not. We met her, chat, remember? Yep, here she is. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. He really just said, all of y'all, 20 jail, get in. The witness will refrain from wanton drinking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the famed law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. I just realized my parents might hear me being sus down here. That is unfortunate. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is remarkably sound, solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? No, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Alright, guys, are we cross-examining the witness, or should we just give up? Should just be like, alright, nah, we're giving up. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I don't know, I don't want to talk to her more than I have to, honestly. Nah, Maya probably did it, to be honest. Dang, what you got against Maya? She's so cute. Her face just screams innocent. What do you mean? Dang, heartless, truly. Blaming poor Maya. That's her sister. Alright, hold on, chat. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something real fast. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Had to go do something just real fast. I don't know. Alright, so, sorry, I was just noticing the cat cam. The cat cam's up on the top corner, I'm sure you guys have seen. None of the cats are currently in it, though. That's a shame. I wonder where some of the cats went. It's like, I'm sure you guys want to see them. What do you guys think? Do you think I should go try to find one of the cats for you guys to see? Should I take a quick break and try to go see if I can find one of the cats for you guys to watch? Because it's probably kind of boring having a like webcam that's absolutely nothing. Oh, there was a cat earlier. Okay. I didn't notice. Good. Okay. At least there was one earlier. Alright. Maybe they'll come back. I don't know. If not, I can always move it around. Okay. But at least there was one earlier. That's good. Okay. Alright. I don't think I can scum save, unfortunately. So I'm gonna click yes. I'm doing it. I'm gonna cross-examine the witness. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Spiteful Phoenix. Oh, also I just realized the cat cam is slightly cutting off Phoenix's hair. Hold on. Can I adjust it real fast? I'm gonna just cut it real quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut back. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now it's not cutting off the excess hair anymore. It's a little bit smaller, unfortunately, but it's not cutting off his hair. So now you guys can see his updo. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright guys, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna press every statement. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee! What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sorta, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Dang, Phoenix. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one? Alright, what do you guys think? Should we press her on this topic, or should we back down for now? Should we save the pressing for something that might be a little more serious, or should we go for it? We might want to be a little careful, because I have a feeling with her, you know, having the whole cord wrapped around her finger. If we press her a bit too hard too much, that might be like, get out of here. Alright, you said save it. Reason. Alright, we'll do that then. We're gonna back down. Exactly. If I go too deep, I might not come back out alive. I'll back off for now. You looked out the window. What did you see next? Alright, so we're talking about me, right? The woman with the long hair. That was Mia Fey. Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing. And the person attacking her? Alright, we're talking about Maya. Calling her Mousie's kind of mean. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Alright guys, do we say he's right, or do we question this testimony? Is Maya's physique normal and girlish? Or is her physique a little weird? I mean, obviously I think you could tell she's a girl, but she does have an interesting outfit. Should we question? Alright. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Ooh, okay. Which one do we choose? Should we say you saw nothing, or should we say you're lying? Ooh. That's close, actually, because, like, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing, or that you're lying. Because, I mean, your lying could be both, honestly. Hmm. Maybe that she saw nothing? Hmm. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think maybe you saw nothing, or she might have seen something though and just ran. Maybe. So I guess you're lying. Like Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, chat. When it comes to like these decisions like this, like I remember like the overarching like events and themes, but I do not remember like the like itty bitty decision stuff like this. So if I seem confused, that's because I am. Like genuinely am. I'm not being like, oh my gosh, guys, what could have happened? Like, no, like in some of these scenarios I do genuinely forget. Alright, I guess we're gonna pick she's lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh, y'all see that? Jump scare. Woo! Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Eh. Oh, look at her. Woo! That is a face. Yeah, look at her. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. Heck, Phoenix, you just rub it in, man. You're just rubbing it in. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Phoenix. Exactly. He really just looked at her. He's like, "You're not normal. Your fashion's weird." Phoenix Wright is either an asshole or he might be slightly autistic, where he just says what he thinks. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Wow! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Alright, let's see her go again. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Alright, guys. We're gonna do good old tried and true fashion pressing.
Hold it!
So, you saw me then too? Of course! I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? Phoenix, you cannot be real right now. You do not think that you look normal, do you? There's no way you think that you look normal. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well. Continue. Oh, it's so cringe having to voice her.
Hold it!
Is that right, as in you're right, as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand! Right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Alright, we're talking about Maybe he just woke up like that. You know how people are like, y'all wake up like this? Maybe he just wakes up looking like a porcupine. I don't know. Maybe his genetics are just really messed up. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? Alright, so she hit her. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? Alright, we're talking about the thing. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No. But I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Alright. Oh, okay, whoops. Didn't mean to go to the end of it, but I'll read this anyways. Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Phoenix, get your mind out the gutter. Please. I think we know what to do here, so I think we have to present clock. Because, how did she know this is a clock? It looks like a statue.
Objection!
Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Phoenix. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder! You... Order! Order! Miss May, Can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh.
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Ooh, guys, what do you think? Do you think he's not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it? Or it couldn't have rung? Let's look at the court record. We can do that. Let's look at the court record, actually. Alright, let's look at the clock. Okay. Doesn't say anything about the clock here. Oh, wait. They were talking about the clock during this conversation. Let me see. Let's see what they said about it. Okay. There it is, guys. You see it? The clock isn't talking right now. We got her, guys. We got her. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look. Right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. You're right, y'all. We got it. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Huh. Not him, not him. The only thing she cared about, she's like, fat, how dare you? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow, he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho-ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is Maya's cell phone. Let's go, guys. Oh. Whoops, hold on. Wrong way to present it.
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Me too, Phoenix, me too. Let's hear the conversation. Alright, I'm not gonna read it because I read this a while back. There she says right now, the clock isn't talking right now. Because she had to take the clockwork out. Simple as that. On September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor. I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Think about the thinker. I didn't mean to make that joke, but is there any way that she could have seen that at a store? It was made by an artist, though, right? It was made by an artist. And if you remember back to case 1, there's only 2 in existence. And they're both murder weapons. So no. We have an objection to that. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Yep, and as you can see, clock in the form of a statue. The clock's gears have been removed. Made by Larry Butts.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. See? Impossible! Everything is sold to stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh shit, Phoenix. Damn. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today? Oh? Oh. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it! And she should die for it! Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh! Silly me! Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee! This is scary. Yeah, scary is right. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of this matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it or you had heard about it? What do we think? I don't know. I don't think she could have held it because she literally said she wasn't in the office. So I guess she heard about it. I'm thinking that's the one. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. Oh. Yeah, but unfortunately, or I guess what... That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. and I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Alright, so. Remember back to Miss May's room. What did we find? We found this in her room. What would you know? It's a wiretap. Kinda suspicious. Because Mia was on the phone.
Take that!
Have a look at this. Ah! Ooh, that? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what that is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... It's obviously the phone. They said it in the conversation. That wasn't easy.
Take that!
I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. And right there, she just said it. It's made to look like the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it! The court's seen the real Miss April May now. I forgot that she cried. Like, fake cried. I forgot about that. Now to deal the final blow. Ooh, you did it, didn't you? Or why the wiretap? Is you did it, didn't you talking about, like, the murder? Is it saying she did the murder? Or why the wiretap? Like, why did she tap the phone? I don't know, chat. I'm thinking the why the wiretap question, because I think if we choose you did it, didn't you, doesn't that, I think it's talking about if she did the murder, I think. And we're talking about the wiretap right now. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I think it's why the wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Oh, thanks. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Aw, Judd, come on, he's just yelling a little bit. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped your phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Bruh. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Meyer Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, Come on, think of something! Alright, guys. Should we call the building? Or should we keep trying to poke holes at Miss May? Someone new. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, she already has them convinced that her testimony is, like, pretty solid, so. Let's go. Let's call the bellboy. Let's get him. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? So, I mean, I could ask you, chat, but, the choices are accept the condition or give up. And I'm thinking give up would just mean ends, like, point blank. YOLO. Exactly. Let's go. Alright. I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Oh, you fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Alright, gotta get a drink real fast. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. It's been a pretty long stream so far, about an hour and a half. Get a snack if you're feeling a little peckish. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna look at something else. Oh, hold on. Okay, you guys. What else? Like now. One of my candles is like the wick is like in the wax, and I'm like, how is it burning? Because the wick is literally inside the wax, like the melted wax. The wick is inside of it. How? And it's like on a slant too. It's like downward slant. I don't know how it's doing that. I mean, doubt it, but I'm like, dude, how is it still burning? I have a feeling I have to fix this. I mean, not right now. After the stream ends, but, yeah, no, I don't think I can let my candle just do what it's doing currently. Yeah, do you guys Y'all work with candles at all, or like burn candles at all, and just have them burned so messy? Like, you know, if you don't burn the candle originally and have the ring completely cover the top, you're messing up the candle for like the rest of its burn time. Like, it's really unfortunate. If you don't have it melt completely over the top, you're just like messing up your candle for the rest of the burn. It's kind of, it's a little bit of nerdy stuff, I know. I burn a lot of candles. But yeah. That happened to this candle, and it is, not doing well. Alright, anyways. I got a little distracted by that, because I was like, oh, my candle! No! Alright, let's see this bellboy. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Oh, yeah, he does. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Alright, Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 p.m. on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Now, why was he making that face? You guys see that? He was cheesing. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Maya will be finished? I thought she was American. I'm so funny, chat. I'm so funny. Alright, let's press him.
Hold it!
What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests. I check out guests. I clean rooms. I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright. You will refrain from asking frivolous questions. The judge said, don't ask that.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Yo, wait, is he talking? What is he talking about right now? The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Bro, I think he was just like, yes, I saw them, as in her titty.
Hold it!
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 p.m. The time of the murder. Yes, we count.
Hold it!
Precisely 9 p.m. then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy! Teehee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time?
Hold it!
You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir... She, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasier, sir. Embrasier? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. Yeah, bro. Imagine... Okay, chat. Imagine you're just in your hotel and you get room service and, like, the person comes up and you're just like, oh, thank you so much. You just start making out with them. Yeah, I would say that's pretty fishy. I mean, sure, she just... Okay. She just gave him a kiss on the cheek. But, come on, man. Why would you... Why are y'all kissing your bellboys? That's kind of weird. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Yeah, I think so too. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen. Can I? Yeah, so, chat, the options are protest or give up. Which, I mean, if we give up, the case is over, so it's like we really have no choice but to protest, because, like, if we give up, I think Maya's cooked. Like, she's through it. So I think we have to protest. Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Hey, yo, bed making! Alright, chat. So, the questions are about check-in, room service, and bed making. What are we thinking? I think bed making is just an innuendo, so I don't think that's a serious option. I think that's just trying to hint something. So I'm thinking either check-in or room service, because he said he checked her in, and of course he was also doing the room service. I don't know. Okay. Hold on. Can I can save. Okay, hold on. Let me save real fast. I haven't saved in a while anyway, so it's probably just a good choice to do that. Alright. Okay, so check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. Oh, hi, Poppy. My cat. Yeah, you She is, hold on. Hold on. Let me go. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Please tell me my dog. I really. If so, I'm gonna have to censor that. Ain't no one getting free. No one's getting free foot video. I'm sorry. Alright. Anyways. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl. So it was a disappointment, really. I see. Huh? Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir. But even I'd have little chance with her lover there. Huh. What did he say? What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. The judge is like, bruh. But yeah, either way. Good job, chat. Because I was thinking room service, so good job, y'all. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good Mr. there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh. You fool! Ah, we got him! We got him! I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Ooh. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was. Chat, look at these options. Simple. Who was the other person with Miss May? Miss May. The man with Miss May. The bellboy. Yeah, I'm thinking the person with Miss May was Miss April May. It was her twin evil sister, chat. No, it's obvious the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Man, we gotta love 2001 Ace Attorney for being so lesbian positive, you know? They're really all about lesbian love. Or actually, would that be self-obsessed? Isn't that what it's called if you ship yourself with yourself? It's like self-obsessed or something? I think. I don't know, I've never been on that side of Tumblr. Alright, anyways. Anyways. No. Okay. Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder! My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court! Wait, Miss May, female, and Miss May, male. I think it's gender fluid. Autosexuality. Is that what it's called? Well, you know, we gotta love Ace Attorney for being so progressive for a 2001 game, you know? Hats off to Ace Attorney for encouraging gender fluid autosexuality. Woo! Let's go! Truly before its time, guys. Truly before its time. This is why I'm trying to play this game with you guys, because it's so progressive. Like, look at that. Who was talking about gender fluid autosexuality back in 2001? No one. Okay, well, Ace Attorney, obviously. But, like, other than that, no one. So, you know, chat, I think we made a great decision playing this game. It's very progressive, as you can see. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Let's go, guys. We made it through. We did it. Maya isn't guilty yet. Woo! Alright. So, we're in the defendant lobby. Where's Maya? There she is! Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? Aww. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. Yo, Maya. Maya, why are you looking at him like that? It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. Kinda weird. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man was Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charm won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Oh, wow, that's all? That's it. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. That's what she... April May yapped for so long, and that's all that's true. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Yes, we're definitely saving, even though we did scum save earlier. Alright, so this is later that same day. Detention center, visitor's room. Oh! There she is, the woman of the hour. Alright, chat. I think this is a good place to leave off for the night because we just kind of closed the case chapter. Now we're going on to the next day investigation, or technically the same day investigation. So I think this is a good place to leave off. So let me switch over real fast. Alright. Thank you guys so much for being here for this episode of Ace Attorney Case 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are finding the story as interesting as I did when I first played through this. And I still find it interesting. There's stuff that I've forgotten since playing it. So I go through and I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. So I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, that you guys will stay along for the ride, because trust me, it gets crazy. Like, I mean, you think this is something, it gets worse. Like, not bad, but it gets more intense as it goes on. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you're watching from. And I will see you guys on Monday for Minecraft Monday. Or, sorry, Moose City Monday. I'm not Keemstar. But yeah, I will see you guys on Monday for some Minecraft. Until then, be safe, y'all. Have a good one. Bye!